I'm Jamie Foss, and I'm responsible for data partnerships at Senzing. In this video, I'll provide a step-by-step explainer to show you how easy it is to entity resolve your data. While the Senzing SDK is a highly configurable developer library, the Senzing desktop eval tool is simply demonstration software that we've created to allow you to quickly explore how Senzing works. Okay, if you haven't already, go ahead and pick your operating system and download the Senzing desktop eval tool. I'd like to note here that everything with this tool runs locally, meaning that none of your data ever flows to Senzing Inc. So go ahead and get it installed in your own environment now, too. Now that the eval tool is installed, right next to that on the web page, you can get access to an eval license. So go ahead and get your request submitted for a 500K free 30-day license. And these are usually turned around pretty quickly. Download all the Senzing ready snapshots you'd like to entity resolve. Here are 3 examples from the Senzing Las Vegas court. Now that you have the desktop eval tool installed, use that pancake stack at the top left if you'd like to expand or collapse the menu. First, click Projects on the left menu. Add a project. Then name the project whatever you'd like. I've called mine My First Project. Then push Create. And now you've just created a project in 4 clicks. When you receive the license file from Senzing, come here to the top right settings gear. Pick Import License File from the pull-down menu, and go ahead and drop the .lic file in. And now you're all set. In the meantime, you can proceed loading data, though at some point this eval tool will remind you that this is needed. So now let's start bringing these data sources in. Click Data from the menu, then click the Add Data Source card. So you can either add a data source one by one, or you can also pull up your download folder and just drag all of them into the palette. And now, here on the screen, you can see that it's already loaded and analyzed all 3 files. Note that larger files will take a bit longer to load. So now you end up with 3 files ready to load. And this is the big point. One-click entity resolution, which is unique to Senzing. Go ahead and press load on each card. As it's loading, it's going to look something like this. Note that your load times will vary depending on your hardware. On my laptop, this might take 2 to 3 minutes. It's also worth noting that in a production deployment of the Senzing SDK, Senzing easily can do thousands of records a second. Now, once it's done loading all the snapshots, go ahead and press Review on the PPP loans card. The first view you'll find are the duplicates that Senzing finds in the PPP loan dataset for Las Vegas. Senzing was able to determine that these records share enough in common to be classified as the same entities. Now, go ahead and click on the number in the center circle, Possible Duplicates. While your data will be different, the possible duplicates view, you can see in the possible duplicates view, you can see records that are likely the same but lack enough information to be matched. In this case, matching on name, but with enough variation in the address that Senzing can't classify them as duplicates. Next, select the number in the far right circle, possibly related. Remember, your numbers will be different as your snapshots are probably not the same. Under possible matches, you'll find records which are not the same name, but which share a feature. In this case, they share an address. In this way, Senzing classifies them as possibly related. Senzing's rather unique in this way, as Senzing discovers and manages connections between related entities while it is resolving entities. So not only does Senzing help deliver higher quality entity resolution, but these relationships can also play important roles in downstream systems like fraud detection and household level marketing. Now, let's take a look at the dashboard view. Select the dashboard icon from the top left. You'll see when you open this view that we've loaded 3 data sets: PPP loans, Glyph, and Department of Labor violations. In the top right box of the review section, go ahead and drop that down to pick a data source to compare PPP loans to. And here, let's start with the U.S. labor violations from the Department of Labor. Pick that one. Okay, Now you have PPP loans and US Department of Labor compliance violations. And here you can see that we have matches on the left, possible matches in the middle, and possible relationships on the right. The numbers in the middle of the Venn diagram show how many overlapping records there are. So I want you to start by picking the number in the middle on the left. In this case, the number of matches between PPP loans and labor violations. I should call it here again that your numbers will be different depending on which snapshots you're using. Each unique entity has an entity ID that was assigned it. Let's go ahead and click on the entity ID to see what's in this resume for this particular entity. The first thing we see in the resume view is the number of matched records, possible matches, and possibly related and disclosed relationships. In this case, there are 3 matched records and 4 possible relationships. You can expand on the relationships graph by selecting the expand icon at the bottom left. As you scroll down, you can see the details. In this case, even though we're comparing PPP loans to US Department of Labor, we can see that a glyph record has been matched with this entity as well. Now, let's back out of the entity resume by clicking Matches at the top left. If it has the word More, there are more records from other data sources that contribute to what we know about this entity. The match key column shows what features contributed to the decision. A plus sign means that the feature was the same or close, and a minus means that the values just disagreed. The rest of the columns are pretty self-explanatory here. If you need to expand a column to see the whole value, like this address, for example, hover over the lower right corner of the address and click this little blue expand button, which will then do this, expanding to display the whole address. If you scroll over and expand the other data field, you'll see all the additional information about this resolved entity. These values are not used for matching, but have come along for the ride in the snapshot. For example, you can see this entity, a full-service restaurant, received a $2 to $5 million PPP loan. Now, click the dashboard icon again at the top left. Feel free to explore different data source combinations by changing the A or B selection in the review area. You can also explore the possible matches and relationships. Now, let's add in your own data, which can be combined just as easily. On the web page, you'll see this. For utmost simplicity, we've included the organization's simplified CSV. When you open the template up, it looks like this. You're going to find some made-up businesses as examples that you will want to delete. Next, cut and paste some of your own data into the CSV. Depending on which chord you're playing with, make sure you select the same scope. For example, Las Vegas, London, or Moscow. Here are my hypothetical Las Vegas records. And I want to reiterate that all of this data stays on your computer. Nothing flows to Senzing. Just as before, click Add Data Source Card. Just as before, click Add Data Source Card, drag the new file in, and go ahead and click here to review the mapping and name the data source. Note, because all the column heading names from the CSV template are recognized, all the columns are already mapped. If you poke around, you'll find the desktop eval tool exposes a lot of pre-built features for you to choose from. The full Senzing SDK allows you to add your own custom features too. There are really only 2 things that must be done on this screen at this time. First, I'm going to label my pretend customer data, my Vegas data. Next, I'm going to click the Ready to Load box. Which brings us here. Click Load on your data file. In my case, it's called My Vegas Data. Now click Review. Before you compare your data to another data set, take a moment to review the duplicates Senzing has discovered in your data. Now, select the drop-down at the top right. Next, pick one of the data sources to compare against. I'll pick PPP loans. Your list will be different. Click here to review the matches between your data and the other file. As you explore the data, you'll find things like this. See, here in entity 1191, it has two MyVegas data records matching a PPP loan record. Notice how the second name is different, tripreservations.com. So when you see things like this, you might ask, how did that happen? And in cases like this, click more to see what's going on. The blue rows in the middle are part of the entity, and we can see that they've come from the U.S. Department of Labor snapshot. On the second of those blue rows, we see the Department of Labor record tells us that this entity contains both a legal and a primary name. So this insight allows Senzing to match the second MyVegas record. Senzing entity resolution is unique in the way it figures out how to do this type of sophisticated matching in real time without any human configuration, training, or tuning. We hope you've enjoyed this step-by-step guide, and if you need any help or anything seems hard at all, send us an email at support@senzing.com. It is very fast and free, and we'd love to hear any feedback that you may have. We've spent decades making entity resolution this easy. No longer do highly skilled data scientists have to toil for months as they train and tune their entity resolution algorithms. And as a final reminder, we have the Senzing SDK, which is a developer tool that you would actually use for your production and enterprise entity resolution needs. You could also leverage one of our partner solutions if you're looking for a complete product with Senzing inside. And with that, I hope you've come away from this video with an understanding of how useful and fast it is to entity resolve your data with other data. Thank you.